Alrighty, so here we go. Alright, so I was told to do the voice tag thing on Tumblr. I couldn't figure out how to do an audio thing on Tumblr, so I just decided, why not make a YouTube video out of it? Been trying to figure out what to do for YouTube videos, I thought, might as well just do this. So the first question, and I was told to do it by Little Disney Things, and I think she said she was going to do it too as a YouTube video. So if I find her video, I will link it down below and let you guys see it. So it'll all be good. Alright, so the first question is to recite a poem, and I was going to do Sonnet 71 by Shakespeare. It's kind of sad, but I really liked it. It really kind of helped me through a time here lately with my grandfather, even though it's really sad. But the way it was written and everything just kind of really helped me get used to it. So this is what that's called. It's no longer mourn for me when I am dead. Then you shall hear the surly sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled. For from this vile world, with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that writ it, for I love you so, that I lie in your sweet thoughts would be forgot. If thinking on me should make you woe, oh, if I say you look upon this verse, when I perhaps compound a name with clay, do not so much as pour my name rehearse, but let your love even with my life decay, lest the wise world should look into your moan and mock you with me after I am gone. So I really like that one. And it was the first thing I thought of too, so I'm not a big poem person, so it seemed like it would be the right thing to do. Number 2 is read the first page to one of your favorite books. And I just finished this book, Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and it is super, super good. But I didn't realize when I got it that it was yet another series. So I'm gonna have to go and get that book, the next one in the series. So it was really good, and I didn't realize it was about World War II. I tend to be drawn to those. So the first page in this one, I had just come to accept that my life would be ordinary, when extraordinary things began to happen. The first of these came as a terrible shock, and like anything that changes you forever, split my life into halves, before and after. Like many of the extraordinary things to come, it involved my grandfather, Abraham Portman. Growing up, Grandpa Portman was one of the most fascinating people I knew. He had lived in an orphanage, fought in wars, crossed oceans by steamships and deserts on horseback, performed in circuses, knew everything about guns and self-defense and surviving in the wilderness, and spoke at least 3 languages that weren't English. It all seemed unfathomably exotic to a kid who had never left Florida, and I begged him to regale me with the stories whenever I saw him. He always obliged, telling them like secrets that could be entrusted only to me. When I was 6, I decided that my only chance of having a life half as exciting as Grandpa Portman's was to become an explorer. He encouraged me by spending afternoons at my side, hunched over maps of the world, plotting imaginary expeditions with trails of red push pins and telling me about the fantastic places I would discover one day. At home I made the ambitions, knowing by parading around with a cardboard tube held to my eye, shouting, "Land ho!" and prepare a landing party, until my parents shooed me aside. I think they were worried that my father would infect me with some incurable dreaminess from which I would never recover. That these fantasies were somehow inoculating me against more practical ambitions. So one day my mother set me down and explained that I couldn't become an explorer because everything in the world had already been discovered. I'd been born in the wrong century, and I felt cheated. So it's really good, really good. So that was a little bit more than 1 page, but kind of have to go over 1 page when it ends in half a sentence. Read the little blurb on the back of your shampoo bottle. So here's my shampoo bottle. It's Paul Mitchell, and it's the rinse. So I think actually this is actually the conditioner, but anyways, it'll still do the same thing. The blurb on the back says, help maintain moisture and add shine, suitable for fine, medium, and chemically treated hair, help reduce static and instantly detangle. Directions: apply a small amount, massage, rinse completely. And then The rest are all in different languages. Do a tongue. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Always liked that one. Say something in a different language. Me llamo Lauren. I don't know. That's all I can think of. Share an anecdote. There's one that a mother tells her son a story about a family vacation when she was growing up. I'm not a mother and I don't have a son, but I can tell you about a family vacation I had when I was growing up. Every year since as long as I can remember, my pop and my grandmother took me and my two cousins to this lake in Arkansas, Lake DeGray, and we would go